What's going on, folks? Okay, yeah, levels look good. It's time. It's time to go back to XCOM. So you remember last time, didn't go well. We got our shit ruined by aliens. Mostly because I wasn't paying attention and I didn't do a lot of upkeep that you're generally supposed to do to survive on superhuman difficulty. But in my defense, I didn't do it because it would have been boring to watch. In the time since, I picked up some mods. I picked up some knowledge about how the settings in Open XCOM work. Let's see here. There is a whole bunch of stuff in here just beyond video, audio, and controls. You may notice these 3 buttons at the bottom. I just never clicked on these for some reason. There's all sorts of shit in here that is very useful, like turning off edge scrolling except for trigger, path previews, a death notification so that we actually know who dies, and a whole bunch of stuff in here. Let's see. Yeah, just some like stuff I changed to taste. And then I got a couple of mods, some that are stock and some that are not stock, adding more like countries, matching weapon colors and stuff. Basic things. And of course, the number one most important change. Zeros have a crossbar on them to distinguish them from O's. It's very important. I'm not even being sarcastic. That is how I personally write zeros, because otherwise it's just a fucking O. You gotta put the fucking crossbar on there. Anyway, we're gonna start a new game. And I'm gonna eat crow, and we're gonna start a new game on... I was gonna say veteran. Yeah, I guess I'm technically a veteran of this game. How bad could it be? We're still not doing Iron Man, though. Anyway. Let's see here. I think purely by Fiat here, I am going to place our base here. Trying to remember my own advice about placement. With a large radar, this will give us North Africa, a little bit of Asia, and most of Europe. So let's plonk this sucker right about here. This is a reference only I will get. This is for me. Now, another thing I changed. Defensive base layout by default. This always bothered me that the first thing you need to do is waste a shitload of money. Now, this is an improved layout. This is still not an ideal layout. You may notice our general stores are here connected to the access lift. If you use explosives, too many explosives, or if the aliens use too many explosives, you can blow up a base module, and anything connected to it is also destroyed. So, this is both a blessing in that they can only come in through one direction, and a curse in that if you blow up your storeroom, you're fucked. The other thing is that our interceptors already start with avalanches, because again, that was another bit of completely useless upkeep. These things will actually be able to hit things now. Second, we're gonna go ahead and take everything out of the Sky Ranger, so that we can sell stuff that we don't need. I think I just did the exact opposite of that. I'm definitely paying very close attention. There we go. Let's take a look at our crew. Here's the other thing. I have something that appends stat strings to the ends of names, so that rather than having to like go through and kind of painstakingly figure out what everyone's deal is, the game will just tell me what it is. So like Baus Mbui here is /M, he's a marksman. I get Puritanga here, /B, that means this person is brave and a marksman. W, this person here, Bodan Prochaska, is weak. W. Welcome, Muna. How's it going? Oh, how is that? I've heard good things. Oh, and then there's also capital letters here. So like Dekel Panago here is a very good marksman. I don't remember what C means, but we seem to have a soldier named Kumher? Kumher? Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. It's nice to see them, like, iterate on the formula, now that they're, you know, on their own. Alright, so we're selling all of our pistols, because we don't need them. Armor piercing, I have done a little bit of research since. Armor piercing is good for, like, robots and shit. Spoilers, there's robots. So I don't think I'll be getting rid of it. The autocannon is not good. Rocket launcher, also not particularly great. And with that, I think we're good on selling. Now, first things first, we have 8 soldiers. We want to get 8 more of these things. Now, what else do we want to do? Ah, that's incendiary. Actually, come to think of it, let's get some incendiary. Why not? So grenades, we're gonna get tons of them. Smoke grenades. Sure, why not? These are useful sometimes. High explosives. We're gonna hold off on these for now. We're gonna get some stun rods. And some electro flares. These will be crucial. And the other thing we want to get is, you may notice these entries right here. Tank cannon, tank rocket launcher. Oh, you can only hold 1? Whatever. This thing is gonna save our lives. There's no sense in equipping it because we don't have any more stuff. And let's see. I don't know what this is. I guess this is just stats for soldiers. That's neat. beyond that, it's time to play the waiting game. Let's see if we can actually shoot one of these things down. Nope. They're still playing with us. There we go. We got our stuff. Hey, Moo, can you not do that? Moo is going absolutely fucking wild. She wants me to put her portrait up. I only buy 8 of these. Well, these aren't as crucial because of something else I changed. So, we're only going to bring like 4 of these, and we're going to give them to scouts. Everybody gets one of these on night missions, though, so... Let's see... I think our tanks will be arriving separately. And by tanks, I mean single tank. There we go. See, we still haven't gotten our tanks. Oh, landing site. Hang on. Yeah, I don't have Game Pass. Yeah, we just don't have our tank. Well, that's gonna be a bit of a problem. Oh, neat. You can sort by various factors. Alright, so we're gonna bring 10 dudes. Decent amount of equipment. And we're gonna go... check this out. It's gonna be a night mission. It's gonna be real bad for us. Ah, here we go. This tells us some stats. Still don't remember what C stands for. There's no stat that starts with C. I'll give you a stun rod. Anybody else have reactions? No, just this one. That's fine. Honestly, I'm thinking small UFO. Oh my god, look at that. Look at the weight on this. Oh, that's awful. Well, this guy has a lot of weight. So what we'll do... Hey, Moo, knock it off, please. And we'll bring... some incendiary rounds. There we go. Nice and even, right at 36 to 36. I think this one we're going to stick with that, and we'll give him a stun rod. There we go. Not many spare magazines for the rifle, but each one has 20 rounds. And by the time any of these guys fires 20 rounds, they will either be successful or dead. So we're going to start, and I'm going to go deal with my cat. Just real quick. Okay, I'm back. Alright, let's see here. An advanced tactic that I was, like, not, like... What is this fucking sentence construction? An advanced tactic that I had forgotten. When you land the very first turn, every single alien on the map has full time units. Wait a turn, then go. Because sometimes they'll do shit like that. There. Let's see. Actually, no. Let's forget that one. Let's drop you down here. Run it down. Damn. Immediately. You really don't see anything over there, huh? I know, right? Well, what we're gonna have to do here... So, you may remember that I loaded this with incendiary ammunition. Incendiary ammunition starts fires. Fires provide light. We don't have enough time units for another snapshot. However, we can't get him to cover. So what we can do instead... No line of fire. Blocked right there. Missed. Rishi is probably going to die. Move everybody else up. See what happens. As I suspected. Yeah, that's also what I was expecting. That's how it goes. That's how it is on this bitch of an Earth. Well, that one's on fire. Alright, how many is an auto shot? 19? No line of fire. What is blocking? Usually it blinks to show what's blocking. Got one. Sometimes this thing will tell you you have enough, and then when you turn to face, you don't have enough anymore. Brilliant. Prime a grenade. I think we can get right about there, and then that'll explode on the next turn. No line of fire there. Got him. There's a lot of them over there, huh? Oh, because of the ramp. Well, it'll start some fires, probably, so whatever. Just forget about the wonky line of sight here. There's nothing over there. That is perfectly fine. Got one. Let's take a wild guess and say the UFO is probably over here. So these doofuses here are not helping. Should have given everyone more flares. Oh, there's the UFO. Shot takes 18. Move here, you'll have 22. Each turn takes 20. So you can step over here and fire. But that's a gamble. Might not hit. I could make an auto shot here, but there is a significant possibility that it hits him. Brilliant. Just absolutely spectacular. That's great. Curious what's blocking that. It's hard to visualize. It's probably one of these roof tiles. Yeah. There's nothing out here. Interesting. Decided not to move, huh? Oh, if only I could pick that up and use it. So we have 24 left. Oh, that's another thing, by the way. Hit. Hitting things with your gun. It's a stun attack. Now, this guy spent a lot of time in smoke here. His stun may actually be very high already. I'm gonna go for it. Fortune favors the bold, right? Perhaps not. Perhaps that is not the case. Well, time to fire into a melee. Clutch. Well done. We won! We actually won an encounter! 5 aliens killed. Recovered 4 alien corpses. 8 alien artifacts. Lost 4 XCOM operatives. We recovered an intact UFO. 1 UFO power source. 2 UFO navigation. 12 alien alloys. 50 Illyrium-115. I wonder what that is. Rating? Okay. You know, and both of them deserve it. Baus over here for being just an absolutely clutch sniper, and Grayson for very smartly being on the other side of the map. They died. Don't worry about them. God, the color grading on this. That's great. Anyway. So right off the bat, we're going to want some of our backup squad back on the Sky Ranger. Equipment, we can't even touch that until we get back, so we'll just let the Sky Ranger return. Now, crew, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, we'll want 4 more. So, 3 and 4. There we go. Rifle, 10. 2 heavy cannon, some incendiary, maybe some smoke grenades, why not? And some flares. Okay. Just get some extras. Well, we should probably build another storeroom. Thank you. We should probably be doing research. Alright, so first things first. We're gonna want like a decent number of people on alien alloys because of reasons. And then we're gonna want laser weapons. Laser weapons are crucial. Fucking finally. My tank. $30? Hold up. 30 cannon shells? Hang on. Yeah, I know the facility's in use. Okay, it looks like we're gonna have to build another general stores. There we go, laser pistol. We're gonna want to power through this. Okay. Small and very low. Let's go get it. Ugh. Yeah, nah, return to base. We're not gonna get it. Laser pistol. The pistol is fine, but it's not good. The laser rifle is one of the best guns in the game. Go for it. Fuck yes. That is what I'm talking about. Unfortunately, it's night. So, here's the thing. These things will decay after time. I believe in the manual they say that if you leave it for long enough, whatever country it landed in will just bomb it. Which is smart. We don't have our tank ready. Would love to have a tank. There is a trick that we can do, though. I'm trying to remember how to do this. So I don't want to do this at night. I'm trying to think of how this works. Basically, so long as you have something going to a crash site or a terror site, when the day ticks over, it won't disappear. I just don't remember when the tick is. Yeah, well, whatever. Let's just check it out. How bad could it be, right? We aced the last one. And if we shot it down, how many could possibly have survived? How bad could it be? What could possibly go wrong? A lot. Alright, so let's see here. Interesting, it just automatically gave this woman the heavy cannon. There we go. As a very good character actor once said, when you need it and don't have it, you sing a different tune. Alright, turn one. Let them just work all their time units out of their system. There we go. Alright. Now the fun begins. Now I know what you're saying. The smart thing to do would have been to throw this on the first turn. And you would be correct. But we're not here to do the smart thing. I think we're in the corner of the map. Yeah, we are. So that means the UFO is probably around here. It said we should cover our flank. Oh, see? Exactly, because there's already one right here. Well, you should go over here and kneel. I can make one shot. I can do an auto shot, but it's not gonna be good. And get over here with 3 time units remaining. So we got one there. And I believe we saw another one around here. Unless that was the same... No, there was a second one. There was definitely a second one. Yeah, I know you see it. I want you to kill it. Are you telling me you can't shoot through a window, my friend? For real? My guy? Can't shoot through a window, but I bet you 50 fucking Earth dollars this guy can turn and shoot him through it. I love video game. Alright, you're up then. There you go, stop when you see it. Let's do some snapshots. How can you see it not shoot through the window, but they can shoot us through windows? Why is that? What is the deal with that? Is that a door? It looks like a door. Alright, we're gonna keep these dips on reserve. And by reserve, I'm gonna wait like 1 turn. Okay. He's not there. He's not here. That is not a door. If he went upstairs, or just down that way. Oh, these are high explosives. Well, whatever. Stack up. Wow, that person took a lot of killing. That's perfectly fine. We got more. This guy still has his. Alright. $26 to prime a grenade? This, if there's anybody coming this way, we'll protect this person. We're gonna send Gunilla here up ahead to provide fire support to the squad going this way. And because I don't want her reaction firing high explosive ammo, we're gonna get rid of the rest of her time units. So there was definitely one here, and there was definitely... Oh, there's one. I see him. Who sees it? This guy sees it. I am gonna have Vanilla step out to about here. Yeah, about here. And fire a high explosive right about here. I didn't hear it scream, so it's probably not dead. And I accidentally blew up my flare. No, it's shockingly not dead. That's great. Beautiful aim. No line of fuck. Really? Can't even. He literally cannot hit the broadside of a barn. That's. I think the other one that we saw was moving in this house, though. Don't have enough time units to arm a grenade. Beautiful shots. Wow, so much for that guy. Alright, so somebody is definitely over here. Why am I not able to shoot through windows? I swear to God I was able to do that. They can certainly shoot through windows. Hang on, cats are catting. Cool, you see it? Can you shoot it? Could have just said no. From where? There's the UFO. Okay, alright. That answers that. Doesn't answer where we're taking fire from. Probably smarter to just pop back in there. Send Aura to back him up. Door is open, which tells me that since he didn't come downstairs, he's probably in that room. Hopefully they'll be able to shoot up. I'm gonna take a wild guess and say Gunilla probably can't shoot through there. Something she can do. I could blow up that wall. Oh, that would have been so good. That would have been so cool if she got that. Yeah, there you go. I'll fucking... Oh, hello? Hello? Hey, how did you not see that? Okay, yeah, run into the smoke and duck. I want you to come right about here. Clutch. I'm not fooled though. I know there's still one upstairs. And there's definitely still one in the ship. Approaching from there would be bad. So we'll go through the orchard. Twisty little passage. Or maze of twisty little... You know, whatever, you know what I'm fucking going for. I'm sure it will be really good and cool in there. Oh, he's fine. He's just unconscious. Huh. That's... I don't know what's up with that. I don't like that. I think he might be on the roof. Can't get any eyes on where that shot came from. Really? Did it get past us? How? Alright, well, Ganilla can clutch this with her one remaining explosive. I think if we fire through here to about here. Brilliant. They can shoot through windows. How? I don't understand. Taco keeps coming in here and eating Moo's food. Alright, well, we're down to 2. So... by the triangulation here. It seems like whoever shot Zimmy up here would have to be around here. Two shots through windows. You know, mood. Can't take it anymore. Seriously, she's at her limit. Alright, so a fun thing that happens when a unit panics or goes berserk, they drop all their stuff. So I think it might be a good move to just kind of bail. Hey, you're going the wrong way. You went the wrong way. Rip. Rip and piss. Literally ran away from the Sky Ranger. Whatever. We'll just buy another Sky Ranger. And let's see here. Got 2 more days for our General stores. There we go. That means we can get our cannon shells. That apparently we need 30 of. Like per arming. So let's go with 60. There we go there. And how are we doing on, let me see, rifles? Probably should get more. There we go. Oh. Well, hello there. 60 firing accuracy. It's a sniper. Still don't have our cannon shells. There we go. Now we can bring the fucking tank. This is gonna be a game changer. Ah, here we go. We land here during the day, I'll take a look around. Otherwise, we're landing and taking off. Look at their faces, get to know them well. None of them will be coming home. So anyway, we have a tank now. You know what tanks are really good at? First off, waiting the first turn so that enemies don't have full-time units. That's something that tanks are very good at. The other thing that tanks are really good at is having a lot of time units, having a lot of health, and just generally rolling around and breaking shit. So, let's see. There's a civilian right there. Some dead meat walking. Ah, okay, it's a sectoid. So that means there's probably cyber discs around here. We're gonna take an aimed shot at this guy. Got him. And with that, let me see here. Snapshots, 33 time units. We might as well just scout. Holy shit! It took down the entire bar. Oh, because it's a cyber disk, that's why. Let's go over here. cyber discs are bad. Cyber discs are really not good. We're probably not prepared to deal with them. We have grenades, but otherwise this thing's just gonna come out here and just kill all of us. So I think what we might do... There's already shooting going on in there. There's no way to angle a grenade in there. May just have to wait. And there goes our $400,000 tank. Well, I think we played a good game. I think we're outmatched. I think it's a shutout for the aliens. But it's better than not showing up. That's fine. That's fine. Just buy another tank. Oh no, how horrible. Interesting, so it seems like they're concentrating around Europe. And South Africa because of the terror mission. It doesn't seem like they have done a lot of activity there otherwise. There we go. Alright. Let's get that beautiful tank back on board. Finally. Okay. Heavy laser. Heavy laser is not extremely useful. I think the next thing that we're gonna want probably want to cut up these alien bodies that we have, just kind of taking up space in the cooler. Let's make some laser rifles. Okay, it'll take them about 2 weeks. Get their asses. Yeah, there we go. We're gonna wait for it to be daytime, and then we're gonna do this properly. Aw, Taco, hello. Aw, buddy. He's making his noises. Okay, hang on. Do I have everything I actually need? I have 10 dudes. I have... we do have 1 laser rifle. So we're gonna bring that 1. Okay. And Enrique, our sniper, is gonna be taking that laser rifle. Oh, he's also a sniper. Hang on. I'm gonna trust that the game's, like, algorithm or whatever knew that it would be smarter to put it on this guy. Actually, I can just read his accuracy right there. Oh, never mind. This guy has 67. On second thought, maybe the game's dumb. Alright. Okay. Crash site. Hey, welcome. You didn't miss anything at all. I'm doing really good. I'm doing really good at this game. Doing fantastic. We have a tank now. It's definitely the first tank we bought and not the second one after the first one got blown up by a cyber disk. Let's see. Don't really have eyes on much of anything here yet. Sometimes with crash sites you'll see fires that will kind of give away where the UFO is. I think I'm gonna send it this way. And we're gonna send our mans down here. Okay, against regular beams. Oh, hello. Just having a party. Hey Fred, how's your throwing accuracy? Oh, cool. I'm gonna try something silly. Zero means it explodes next turn. I think I know what you're about to ask. Here's a funny thing about that. Again, priming a grenade, all that does is, again, it puts a timer on there that's like, hey, how many turns until this explodes? Zero means that the moment I hit end turn, it will blow up and annihilate all these dudes' dicks. Now, putting one means next turn. Putting 2 means the turn after that. So on and so forth. However, we all know how grenades works. The grenade does not go off until you let go of the handle. This game correctly models that. If you prime a grenade, so long as it does not leave your hand, it will not explode. Which means that there is actually a known tactic for this that is surprisingly effective, where you send all of your guys out with primed grenades in their left hands, so that if they die, and again, this is correctly modeled, so if the timer runs out, they die, they let go of the handle, the grenade immediately goes off. So you can do that. Funny enough, if you make it all the way to the end, the grenades are recovered. I guess they just put the pins back in. I don't know. I don't know how grenades work. I'm not a grenadeologist. Anyway, so these guys just having a party, whatever. I'm gonna see if they have any reaction fire left in them. Doesn't seem like it. There's their ride. It's pretty much a straight shot from there. I do wish that the tank could just bust through fences, but it cannot. Unfortunately, it looks like we're going to have to make an overland approach. The door's right there. Yeah, don't worry about them. Hold these in here for one more turn in case one of these guys doesn't get blown up. I have so many time units left on here. Kinda want to go through here and just draw some more reaction fire just in case. Yeah, it's a little silly. I do wish it would bust through fences at least. It does not. Hey, we got him! Toasty. Anyway. Yeah, it looks like we're still looking at an overland approach. I think I can go around here with the tank, though. Oh, a fun thing I like about, somebody noticed that the tank takes up 4 spaces, and that when I tell it to move, it has move previews for 4 units. It's because every unit in this game that takes up more than 1 space is technically more than 1 unit. They just have, like, the same AI. They're made of, like, quadrants. It leads to some really... Yeah, it leads to some really bizarre behavior. With regards to enemy units that take up 4 spaces. I think can't remember if this is still accurate or not, or if this was ever accurate. I'm just not making it up or whatever. I'm pretty sure that means that the 4 space units, you cannot stun them, because if you stun a quadrant of them, it doesn't consider it to have stunned the entire alien. Similarly, spoiler alert, there's mind control in this game. You might know that if you played the one in 2012. That is accurate to the original. There is mind control in this as well. If I recall correctly, if you mind control one quadrant of a... Oh no, the tank can't. If you mind control one quadrant of a 4 space alien unit, the other 3 spaces will attack that space. It's real weird. I think that might be fixed in the community patch, but it results in some wild behavior. Anywho. I don't see any open doors here, so I think we might be good. Slice the pie real quick. Let's stack them up down here. Well, hey there, bud. Just popped out for a smoke, I guess. Fucking incredible accuracy. I can see why the game decided this guy was a sniper. Hit the wall behind Carolina. You don't get to auto-fire anymore. I want to leave our firing squad here in case anything else comes out. draw any reaction fire, so... Oh, somebody else popped out. Hooray, why are you taking so long out there? Clean shot right in the dome. There we go. Since this is closer and a bigger target, hopefully it will draw fire if anything else comes out. Meanwhile, I don't think there's anything over here. Let's slice the pie one more time. Ah. Nothing. Nothing but stony silence. I don't like that. Think of where we haven't seen. Ooh, I wonder if there's somebody up there. Could be, could be. Or it could be somebody still up in there. The problem is... Yeah, the spaceship is... there's so much that can go wrong in there. And let me tell you, this is a small UFO. They get way bigger than this. In fact, they get, like, comically big. I'm gonna see if anything comes out. No, still just hidden movement. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. And I don't like that if I want to check this building out, it's just like 500 miles of empty field. Now, there's a thing we can do to mitigate that somewhat. You may recall I was using smoke grenades before. And I'm gonna have these folks stack up. Is in the ship. Well, who wants him? I wonder if Enrique could get him with his laser. Nope. Damn! And that, folks, is why the laser rifle is one of the best weapons in the game. And hey, we won! Aliens killed, 6. Corpses recovered, 8. That means there were 2 of them dead inside the ship. 16 alien artifacts, 2 UFO navigation, 31 alien alloys. I'll tell you what happened here right now. 2 alien corpses inside the ship. We did not recover a UFO power source. You may have noticed that the ship itself did not appear damaged on the outside. That means that the reactor inside blew and killed 2 of the crew. Inside every UFO is like a little Illyrium reactor that if you hit it, it blows up. Like, big. And that is one of the things that can be damaged or destroyed when you shoot down a ship. So we got some promotions, all well deserved. Yeah, we're doing great now. Our scientists aren't doing so great. They're having some trouble. Let me see. There is some stuff that we can do here. There is some stuff that we can just kind of get rid of. Mine probes are not super useful. If you use this on an alien unit, it will like tell you their rank and stats. This is more useful when you're looking for an alien of a particular rank, which you will need to do later in the game. Hey, Moo, don't jump up there. Yeah, just move, please. Okay. Moo is not very graceful for a cat, so when she starts climbing, I get very nervous. Anyway, another thing that you don't really need to hold on to is corpses. As long as you have one, you can cut it open to your heart's content. The rest you can basically just sell. This is more or less the same way it is in 2012. One of the things I really liked about the Firaxis XCOM remake is that they realized the degree to which how much of your funding in the original game came from just selling shit on the black market. And this is only the beginning. Selling 11 alien bodies. This is only the beginning. Depending on how long this game goes and how well we're doing, we may end up manufacturing and selling laser weapons on the black market to fund our ops. And a funny thing about that, I don't remember if I've mentioned this on stream or not, but it is definitely something that I harp on every time the subject of XCOM comes up. Any of y'all, by any chance, read the novelization of XCOM written by Diane Duane? I'm going to take a wild guess and say no. Yeah, it's really fucking hard to find. So, Diane Duane is a particularly famous sci-fi. I'm eating my melatonin gummies because it's getting close to quitting time. And to that, I'm actually just gonna save here. So she wrote a lot of like Star Trek books. She wrote some like original sci-fi, I think. She's most famous for like all the original series books about Romulans, where more or less all of the quote-unquote canon about Romulans comes from. But she did some like licensed stuff, and one of those was the novelization of XCOM. And it is a very strange book, but it is a very smart book. A thing that I see leveled at it as a main criticism is that, oh, this reads like someone who never played the game. And I'm like, yeah, you know, on a licensed novelization of a video game, like a very niche video game. It's a fun thing. I'll tell you what it's about. It's more or less a series of vignettes. Like, it takes place across the entire duration of the Alien War, and it is basically just, here is a thing, here is a situation that happens in the game. Here is like, oh, here's some soldiers out on an op. Here's the base commander making some decisions. Here's the interrogator interrogating aliens. So on and so forth. It is not a plot-heavy book, but it's funny to me that the criticism it gets is that this is written by someone who didn't play the game, because one of the funniest things in that, and one of the things that I remember to this day, is that very early on in the book, the commander is like, well, we're not getting enough money to do shit. Like, we are not getting enough funding. What should we do? Oh, let's just start selling stuff on the black market. And let me tell you, that is, again, That is the mark of someone who understands this game. 100% canon. Honestly, that's where my there's a really old shitpost about this that actually is where my go live notification came from. That XCOM is a completely accurate simulation of what it would be like if aliens invaded, because we would be completely overwhelmed by superior alien technology, and then the government would cut funding and we'd all die. And with that, just gonna roll the credits here. Thanks y'all for stopping by. Which one? Oh, are we talking about Pacific Rim here? Yeah, they get shut down like halfway into that. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, and the black market stuff in that with Ron Perlman. Basically having to, like, they get shut down. They have to go, like, through unofficial channels. Yeah. Big same. Exactly. And honestly, it's why. Yeah, that's that. See, that's kind of the thing. I don't want to get into it because it's late and I'm shutting down the stream. But that is the origin of my, like, I don't feel strongly enough anymore to call it a beef, honestly. But my quote-unquote beef with XCOM 2 and beyond is when they start getting interested in telling, like, this overarching meta plot, but they become less interested in where the series began. And this is something that has happened both with the new Firaxis ones and with the original, what was the developer of these? Was it Microprose? I think it was Microprose. But, it's the same thing that happened with this, where you have the original XCOM, and then immediately the direct sequel, Terror from the Deep, is completely alienated from the premise, because it's already weird future shit. And then XCOM Apocalypse only goes a step beyond that, where it's in, like, the distant future, where there's interplanetary travel, and, like, cyberpunk cities and stuff. And I am sort of a defender of XCOM Apocalypse. I think it's a perfectly good game. I think it's really interesting, but it does lose the grounded feel of the original. And I know I'm saying this while this, like, comic book, like, X-Man, like, shovel batch dude is on the screen right now, but, like, comparatively grounded. Honestly, something I might be interested in playing on this is there's a very popular fan-made mod for this that actually, like, moves the start of the game backwards and starts you out with, like, a couple of FBI agents and, like, a car. And it's hard to get more grounded in the origin of all this alien conspiracy stuff than that. Anywho, this has been fun. I think we've been making some good progress. Yeah, supposedly, it's called, shockingly, it's called the XCOM files. Supposedly that stuff is included. They do a lot of, like, extra systems. There are like side, like, narratives going on that you can pursue. It's interesting. It looks a little daunting to, like, I didn't want to immediately jump in on that. I wanted to at least play a more or less baseline game first. But that might be something to look into after we either lose or get bored. Anywho, thanks again for dropping by. I'll see y'all around.